Hi, my name's Drogo. I'm the founder of Fine Food Specialist. Welcome to my kitchen. Today's video, we're going to be cooking a beautiful veal cutlet. We're going to grill that, put it on a bed of nice, rich, garlicky spinach, and then serve it with these beautiful in-season porcini mushrooms. And then we're just going to finish it off with a really nice pork jus. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is get our sauce ready. So once our pan's hot, what we want to do is actually burn off the alcohol as well. And we're just going to add some shallots in there to give a little bit of extra flavour. And we're going to add a little bit of thyme in there as well. And just let that reduce by kind of about half. Over here, we've got our veal jus on. So that's bubbling away nicely. It's not far off from being reduced by half, I'd say. The onions are softening, or the shallots are softening. So we're going to add our veal jus now into the pork reduction. So now that's done, we're just going to leave it to simmer while we get on with the rest of the dish. Okay, so I'm going to season this meat all over, quite generously as well. And don't be scared to over season on a big piece of meat. Got a lot of meat inside there that actually obviously isn't getting the salt, so a generous bit of seasoning on the outside should penetrate when you eat it into the middle. And don't be scared to get in those crevices in there as well. So I'm just going to give it a touch of oil just to help it caramelise on the grill. And then rub that in. And that's just going to help it with the cooking process. So we're just going to leave that to mark quite nicely. There's a big mistake with people trying to cook meat faster by pushing it, and that just doesn't help it at all. It may feel like it's helping it, but it's not. And whilst we're waiting for that, we're going to get on with our spinach. Okay, so we're going to melt the butter, get the garlic in. It's very important the pan's not too hot so the garlic doesn't burn. Just going to move it around. As soon as it starts cooking like that, it's time to get the spinach in because we don't want to burn it. In goes the spinach. And then in goes our wine. There's a bit of water and wine in there. And now a bit of seasoning. And again, always more than you think with this spinach. It takes a lot more salt than it looks like. Okay, so I've just cut these up so they're all similar in size and they look the same. And we're now going to get them in the pan with butter, thyme, garlic and a little bit of white wine. First thing we're going to do, put in a knob of butter and then we're going to put a little bit of oil in that. That's going to stop the butter from burning. Season the mushrooms. Some thyme in there. Just going to leave it to get a little bit of colour. And once they've got a little bit of colour, we're going to put in a little bit of wine, just to bring the acidity out. You hear that beautiful thyme crackling. They've all got a bit of colour on them, that's exactly what we want. Yeah, so I'm going to taste my sauce now. I can feel the port in there, I can feel the veal jus. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Feels pretty much there. Nice and soft still in the middle. It's still a little bit rare, but as we rest that will just cook through to a nice medium rare. And what I'm going to do is just cover it in kitchen foil to keep the heat in. Leave that there, just for a few minutes. Okay, so now we're going to plate this up. We're just going to release the rest of the juice from the spinach. See that liquid coming out? We don't want that coming out on our plate. So the flavour's all inside. Now the mushrooms. Okay, so what I'm also going to do here is collect these juices that have come from the resting, put them straight back into the sauce. So now we're going to carve our meat. Lovely grill marks on it. So there you have it, a beautiful finished dish. Veal cutlet on spinach with porcini and port wine jus. It's the perfect autumn dinner party dish. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching me cook this recipe today. All the ingredients are on the Fine Food Specialist website, and if you need any help or assistance, please do get in touch with us.